Hello, first I am sorry about the long silence. Well, this time around we are back and we are highly determined to do things professionally. Okay? Alright, although generally the market is really difficult to trade, it is not tradable due to the global economic crisis. At any rate, I have selected 4 pairs that I am going to analyze with you so you can see what's been going on. But before that, let's see the Forex Factory economical calendar to see those high impact news announcements that are scheduled for this upcoming trading week. Now we have quite a lot here, so it's going to be a fundamental busy week. More importantly, we have the FOMC scheduled to take place on Wednesday. All right, remember the FOMC is a very high impact news announcement, and also the employment data that will be coming out from the Australian dollar axis. All right, these are very heavyweight, high impact news announcement. Then we have interest rate from sterling pounds axis. Okay, interest rate right there. Now these are very heavyweight news announcements. Well, you have to be very careful if you will be trading any setup around those news release hours. Okay, all right, so let's look into those pairs. I don't want to waste much of your time. The first one is the euro against the American dollar. This is the monthly time frame. Let me bring up my chart a bit so you can see very clearly. Okay, so this is my chart. In the past many months, many months, our price has been sideways in the monthly time frame. Okay, remember this is the monthly time frame. You can see how price has been swinging up and down. All right, swinging up and down, and right now price is back to the lower limit of that range. Okay, right here. So obviously this is a support zone. Okay, so for those of you who are still selling around this area, you need to exercise some caution right now. So we are going to mark that area as our area of support. Okay, I'm going to keep it right here. Change that color to, okay, let's use this for the monthly color. So now this is an area of support there, support here. We have this. It didn't quite retest that level, but right now price is trading very close to that level of support. So this is one reason you don't want to go short against that level of support. At best, you want price to break through that level, then you can keep searching for your opportunities. For now, be very hesitant hitting on your sell button. And we have the upper limit, this one here and this one here. So we're just going to choose the highest one right there. Let me take this line. Okay, so within this range we have seen our level of resistance and our level of support in the monthly time frame. So let's move into the weekly time frame. Before we do that, there is no other level here for the monthly time frame. These are just 2 minor levels, and so we are not going to mark them in the monthly time frame. Now in the weekly time frame, what do we have? Do we have a trend? That's the first thing you want to look out for. You can see how price has been zigzagging to the downside, so we obviously have a trend. Okay, so we are going to mark that using our normal color in the weekly time frame. That's the outer trend line in the weekly time frame. So mark that. Okay, just keep that level from the weekly time frame. Okay, now any other trend line, well, this one here is just too small for the weekly time frame, so we'll keep it in the shorter time frames. Any other level that is obvious in the weekly time frame, well, if I had to scroll my chart a bit forward, I am seeing this level right here. Okay, so I'm going to keep a line to indicate that that level was support. Okay, well, you can obviously see that that level has been broken both up and down, so I'm going to take it out. need to delete it completely. Okay, so other than that, there is no other level that is obvious in the weekly time frame. All of these levels belongs to the lower time frame. So let's move into the daily time frame. In the daily time frame, our trend first, we have a trend where I can see, like I said, from this high here, connect this one. We should have a trend line there. Let's just keep a trend line there. Okay, you can see how price actually came all the way to retest that trend line and now got that reaction. Right, it was resisted off that trend line. So this is the focal point of that trend line. A bounce just to confirm that, then price made that pullback all the way to retest the trend line again, and you can see how price got resisted. Okay, but the hesitation there was a thing of concern, and so we are going to the lower time frame to see what actually happened around here. Okay, this is the monthly level of support. Price is actually trading towards that level of support again. Remember we said we should be hesitant going short, so let's look into the Forex time frame. In the Forex time frame, this is that range we were talking about. Okay, for a couple of days price kept zigzagging here just around that trend line, so we are going to maintain that level. Quite a difficult one to keep, but we are going to keep it as an area. Okay, change that to green. Let me keep it within the daily for us. Okay, then this is the upper boundary. I'll just keep it as an area. Okay, if we have to take out this level, this line from the Forex time frame, just for you to have a clear visual of that range that I was talking about. In fact, we got a breakout, little pullback, then that fall to the downside. This is actually not something that we would have found a valid entry. It's actually not a good one for us to find a valid entry. And so what do we need to do? Are we going to be looking for short opportunities? Well, if we'll be doing that, this is the monthly level of support. So whatever short opportunity we'll be looking for should be within this this range. Okay, within that range. So for now, there was a straight fall. Maybe we will wait for the London Open breakout. If we get that sideways price action, for those of you who are familiar with the London Open breakout strategy, then we'll be looking for our opportunity to buy or sell. If you look into the Hindsight Oracle indicator, let's see, the Hindsight Oracle indicator, let's see the projection. 71%, not good enough, but then the indicator is saying that price will push the downside. Well, but the correlation value is not good enough, so anything can happen. We are not going to rely on that indicator for now. Okay, so let's just keep this and see what happens around this area. Right, let's move into the next one, the Australian dollar against the American dollar. This is the monthly time frame. Let's also look into this. Just be patient with me. You can also see that price has been flat, so we are just going to mark our obvious levels of resistance. I am seeing this one here and this one here, nothing else in the monthly time frame. So very quickly, all right, then let me change that color. Then this one here. Okay, there is no trend. All right, the trend that has that is behind here has been broken, and so no trend in the monthly time frame. Now let's look at the weekly time frame. The weekly time frame, any trend? Well, we got this one here, but it got messed up around that area. Okay, so it is no longer a trend. Then we are now seeing some sideways bias. Okay, even more of an expanding triangle, lower low, higher highs. Okay, lower low, higher highs. More of an expanding triangle actually. So let me see. I wouldn't want to keep that expanding triangle, but let me just mark the it's a very difficult market to predict actually. Okay, We can keep this one here, but this level is just too recent for a weekly level of support. Well, okay, let me just keep it there. So this is the weekly level of resistance and this is the weekly level of support. Okay, but this is just too recent. No other level here. Actually, I'm going to remove that. Okay, just remove it. In the daily time frame, let's see. Daily time frame, we have this level here. Of course, price went to bounce off that level as resistance. Then we have this one here, which was indicated in the weekly time frame as too recent, as support. So I'm going to keep this one. As our resistance. Then I'm going to keep this one as our support. Right now, price is trading in the middle of nowhere. All right, in the middle of this range. We want to take our trading decision as long-term traders off these levels of support and resistance. For now, it is in the middle of nowhere. We'll move into the intraday time frame. Let's see the Forex time frame, the medium term. Do we have a trend? It seems we have a trend. You can see how price kept coming down, although it's a very difficult trend to keep in the Forex time frame. We can just keep that line. I do not like it, but then we can just keep it. Okay, it is leaning too much. I'm going to take it off the daily time. Okay, what else? Nothing else. Well, we can keep this area, which was more of a flat bottom that got broken. It's an area, okay, not so specific, even though okay, so it's an area, all right, which acted as support. Next time price comes over there, it may act as resistance. For now, nothing here. We just need to wait in the 1 hour time frame. What do we have? We got price make that level there as support, pullback break to the downside. So we are going to maintain our level of support here. Let's keep this area as support. I do not like the type of price action here. Okay, support. What are we looking to trade here? Well, it will be extremely difficult to actually get something to trade, but for me, I will want price to make a pullback to that area. This is the most optimal area to look for a short opportunity. All right, on that zone right there. That is what I will want to see. For at this particular area, well, it will be extremely difficult to take a trading decision at that zone. All right, Australian dollar against the Japanese yen. Let me just quickly analyze what's going on here. In the monthly time frame, these levels are the most recent levels that were broken, so we are going to keep that. Then we have another one right here. Okay, so let me keep those two levels. But do we have a trend? Yes, it seems to have a trend, even though the trend line keeps it's been broken. Before again to resume, you have that one there. It got broken right here, and now we have this one right here. So let's keep the outer and the most recent trend line. This one. In fact, this is the most valid line for this pair. Then what else? We can also keep this level, this level there. Even though it is still too far, we can just maintain that. I don't want to draw too many lines, maybe highest 3. I can keep this one here as well as an area of former resistance, which may be acting as support if price comes back down. And so let's just be careful around this zone. Even though you can see price is already losing momentum with those type of candles in the monthly time frame. Let's see the weekly time frame. In the weekly time frame, anything to keep? Well, I do not have no trend, so but we have this high here, so we'll just keep those levels. it's an area. You can just drop it there. All right, so nothing else. There is no trend here to keep. What is happening here is a sideways price action, so we will keep that in the daily time frame. And of course, this is also a hint that you must be very careful going long. Okay, look at that challenge right there. Price came back down, went back up to challenge that same level. Okay, but it was resisted. You can see the candle. That's a hint that price may be coming down, so be very careful. Even though it doesn't belong to the setup itself, is this level doesn't belong to the weekly time frame. You have to be careful, and that is why we will not be taking the trade, because this level does not belong to the weekly time frame. In the daily time frame, we can have that level more clearly. Let me draw that. Daily time frame. Trying to make sure I have my exact level, so I'm going to change that to red color. Okay, which other level again? Let's see this one here. Okay, we have this here. Okay, got broken. We saw that fake breakout. Then this is another level right here, which may act as support. So this is a dangerous area. We need price to move away from this zone for us to be able to look for opportunities. In the Forex time frame, what do we have? Well, absolutely nothing. Do we have a trend line? This type of trend line is actually difficult to keep, so let's just maintain only this level and see a little bit of support taken out there. Okay, let's keep this one. All right, so nothing else actually. So we will simply wait to see how price behaves around this zone. For now, there is nothing there. The only hint is that from the weekly time frame, there's an exhaustion candle, but this doesn't belong to the level of resistance. It is happening, and so it is better to watch. Okay, and also you have to be very careful hitting on your buy button. Price may go up, all right, but then this is a risky one for you to begin to hit on your buy button. Right, finally, the American dollar against the Japanese yen. Let me just quickly analyze this. In the monthly time frame, what do we have? There is a hidden, I've run out of historical data, but there's a hidden level around here in the monthly time frame. Price is very close to that level. If you are zooming your chart, you'll be able to see that level that I have kept a line right now. So I'm going to keep that level. Price is very close to it as resistance. Then we have this one right here, which is also an area around it. So I'm also going to adjust this level, just duplicate that line. Okay, I can keep it here. All right. Okay, so two levels. Do we have a trend? Where we have this one here. Okay, so we'll just keep that line. Have a trend line. Let's keep this. So next time price comes down to that zone, we'll be careful, because it has respected that level as support. Okay, but now it is still too far. It is facing resistance, and there is another level here as support. So we'll keep watching price action around that area. In the weekly time frame, what do we have? Any trend? Well, the trend is too bad. All right, price is far away up there. We're not going to keep that type of trend line. Any resistance, support or resistance? Well, this is just a straight move. Okay, this one here may belong to the weekly time frame. It is too recent for the belong to the daily time frame. It is too recent for the weekly time frame. So we are going to keep in the daily time frame. Let's keep this level here as support. That's former resistance. Okay, all right, that's it. Trend line, well, this is just too not really good, but let's just keep it right from that elbow somewhere there. Okay. Again, price is facing resistance. We are going to be watching the reaction of that area around the 135.32 level. Then this is the next level of support. So for the American dollar against Japanese yen, we are going to be watching price as it behaves around that area. In the Forex time frame, you can obviously see a range formation, which is of course more of a flat top triangle. Okay, let's get this. Let me zoom in for you to see. That's a flat top triangle, but this flat top triangle is facing the monthly level of resistance. So if we get a breakout to the upside, well, we will of course be watching to see what's going to happen, because we will not be trading, we will not be hitting on our buy button against that level of resistance. Okay, so for now, this is what I can share with you. There are many other pairs as we trade the 28 major currency crosses, but it is extremely difficult right now to go through all of those pairs. If we find anything interesting, we will definitely analyze the charts and let you know. And if we find any valid entry, of course, our VIP members will be the first to know, and we'll also share on our public channels. Please do not hesitate to join our WhatsApp group, our subscribe to our YouTube channel, join our Telegram channel, so you can as well be updated once we find anything interesting. For your information again, the market is at its worst condition. There are nothing of quality to trade, so please be patient, save your money. Of course, we have gone back to the basics, and we will begin to trade more profitably again. I can assure you that. Thanks for sticking with us. I'll talk to you again much later. Bye for now.